So, today the topic is about CRT, that is, cathode ray tube, is a display screen which produces images in the form of video signals. It is a type of vacuum tube which displays images when the electron beam through electron guns strikes on the phosphorescent surface, and it is a beam generator, accelerates it high velocity and deflect it for creating the images on the phosphorus screen so that the beam becomes visible. So, what is CRT? It is a technology which is used in display devices. Basically, display devices or the devices for showing the information in visual form, such as computer monitors, televisions, and many more. These CRT displays are used mostly by graphic professionals because it offers good variant and good accurate color. This cathode ray tube was discovered by John Hittorf in 1869 in primitive Crookes tube. He observed that some of the unknown rays were emitted from the cathode, which could cast some shadows on the glowing wall of tube. In 1890, later, authors Schuster and William Crookes demonstrated the same cathode ray could be deflected by E field and the M field, respectively. Later in 1907, Boris Rosing used CRT in the receiving end of a experimental video signal to form a picture. This is a basic simple block diagram of CRT where it consists of connector pins, electron guns, which are the source of electrons, and horizontal deflection plates, vertical deflection plates, and a focusing system. Here lies a liquid solution of graphite, which is in the form of aqueous, called aquadag, which collects the electrons emitted here, and it is connected to a secondary of anode, which are necessary for keeping the CRT screen in the state of electrical equilibrium. And here the screen, which is coated with phosphor and electron beams which are passing through the electron gun. The overall working of CRT is a vacuum tube containing a electron gun and a fluorescent screen with internal or external means to accelerate and deflect beam used to create image in the form of light emitted from the fluorescent screen, and the image may represent picture which is used in television, computer monitors, etc. So, as the CRT monitor contains millions of tiny red, green, and blue phosphor dots that glow when struck by a electron beam that travels across the screen to create a visible image. In a CRT monitor tube, the cathode is heated filament. The heated filament created vacuum inside a glass tube. The electrons are negative and the screen gives a positive charge, so the screen glows when screen struck by electrons. Now let us understand the working in detail. Cathode ray tube is an electronic device used to convert electrical signals into visual signals. Some of its parts are evacuated glass tube, electron gun, a deflecting system, and a fluorescent screen. The evacuated glass tube is being designed in a way that its pressure ranges from 10 to the power minus 4 to 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter of mercury. And electron gun, which produces electrodes, consists of three parts. A cathode. A cathode is a U-shaped platinum or tungsten coated tube
in which whenever a current supplied to it, its heating filament, it gets heated up to a higher temperature by which it emits a large amount of electrons in the form of thermonic emission. The grid, which is a nickel cylinder and a cathode completed, where it is maintained in a lower or a negative potential. So, due to the negative potential, the electrons comes out in a fine narrow pencil. So these beams are accelerated by mean of anode A1 positive potential of the plate in center hole, and another anode A2 is kept at the focus of the beam to the lower potential. Next comes the fluorescent screen, where it is basically coated with the fluorescent materials called phosphorus, where a bright spot is being obtained. So the screen coated with soda glass or the zinc orthosilicate represents the electrons strike to the center of the spot, and the cadmium and the calcium strikes to the bluish light. There are two sets of deflecting plates. One of them is being placed at the y and y dash plane, where it deflects in a vertical plane, where it moves up and down, spotting a light straight line accordingly. And another potential of AC signal on the x and x dash plane is deflected in horizontal direction, applying sinusoidal wave signal, which traces out a straight light on the screen.
This shows how a screen is refreshed in a CRT after every cycle. This happens every time when we record video on CRT over digital camera. We see these lines actively passing on the screen. This is because the screen refreshes itself after every complete cycle. As we could see some of the lines passing on the screen from left to right horizontally. These are the horizontal retrace, and the vertical retrace passes on the screen from the starting point diagonally to the end point. And this phenomenon is usually not seen by our bare eyes because FPS of our eyes is very less as compared to digital camera. To conclude with this, CRT can be useful for displaying images with high pixels per unit area and correct color balance. LCDs, as currently the most common flat screen technology, have generally inferior color due to the fluorescent lights commonly used as backlight. But still they are popular in printing and broadcasting industries as well as in the professional video, photography and graphics fields due to their greater color fidelity, contrast and better viewing from off-axis. CRTs also still find adherents in video gaming because of their higher resolutions per initial cost, fast response time and multiple native resolutions. So this is all about the CRT and its workings. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.